In the quiet village of Oji local government, there lived a beautiful young girl named Ufedo-Ojo. She was only 17 years old when tragedy struck her family.
Mama,
After battling a long
why
sickness,
did you leave me
her
so
mother died.
soon?
And from
Be
that
strong,
very
my
day,
child.
her
God
life
will
changed
guide you.
completely. Ufedo-Ojo's father, Mr. Atabo, loved his daughter deeply. But because he sold building materials in the city, he was always busy and returned home late at night. Most times, Ufedo-Ojo stayed alone. Thankfully, kind neighbors often checked on her. But 2 years later, Mr. Atabo married another woman named Mama Rose. At first, Mama Rose seemed like the perfect stepmother. She smiled warmly and spoke softly. "My daughter," she would say, "I will love you like my own child." An innocent Ufedo-Ojo believed her. But after the wedding, everything changed. Mama Rose became cold, wicked, and heartless. Every morning before sunrise, Ufedo-Ojo woke up to endless work. She fetched water, washed clothes, swept the compound, and cooked food before going to school. Meanwhile, Mama Rose's own daughter, Rose, did absolutely nothing. She spent the whole day pressing her phone, watching movies, and chewing gum. Whenever Ufedo-Ojo complained, Mama Rose insulted her. "You are lazy just like your dead mother." Those cruel words pierced Ufedo-Ojo's heart like a knife. But despite the pain, she remained respectful and obedient. One evening after school, Ufedo-Ojo returned home tired. As she walked quietly through the house, she suddenly heard strange voices coming from Mama Rose's room. Curious and afraid, she slowly moved closer to the door. Then she heard Mama Rose whisper, "I need more money." A deep, frightening voice replied,
Then the girl must not stay
stay in this house much longer." Ufedo-Ojo froze instantly. Her heart started beating fast. "What do you mean?" Mama Rose asked nervously. Then the strange voice answered, "The sacrifice must be completed." Sacrifice? Ufedo-Ojo's body trembled with fear. Who were they talking about? Suddenly, the door opened. Mama Rose stepped outside and saw Ufedo-Ojo standing there. For a few seconds, they stared at each other silently. "What are you doing here?" Mama Rose asked sharply. Ufedo-Ojo began to stammer. I came to greet you. And let you know I'm back from school." Mama Rose narrowed her eyes suspiciously. That night, Ufedo-Ojo could not sleep. The word sacrifice kept echoing inside her head. The next day at school, her best friend Esther noticed immediately that something was wrong. Esther asked softly, "What happened?" At first, Ufedo-Ojo was afraid to speak. But after much persuasion, she finally told Esther everything. Esther became serious immediately. "My grandmother once warned me about people who secretly visit native shrines," she whispered. Ufedo-Ojo suddenly felt cold inside. That same evening, instead of going home, the two girls secretly followed Mama Rose. As the sun disappeared behind the trees, Mama Rose entered a dark forest outside the village. Hidden behind bushes, the girls watched in fear as Mama Rose met an old native doctor beside a burning fire. The old man lifted a small calabash and said, "When the next full moon comes, the girl's destiny will belong to you." Mama Rose smiled wickedly. "I am tired of that child," she said coldly. "Since her father loves her too much, I will take everything from her." Ufedo-Ojo quickly covered her mouth to stop herself from screaming. Tears rolled down her cheeks. All this time, her stepmother secretly hated her. Terrified, the girls ran home immediately. That same night, Ufedo-Ojo finally told her father everything. At first, Mr. Atebo became angry. "How can you accuse my wife of such evil?" But with tears in her eyes, Ufedo-Ojo cried out, "Daddy, please believe me. My life is in danger." Esther also spoke. "Sir, she is saying the truth." Mr. Atebo became silent. The next evening, he secretly followed Mama Rose himself. And there in the forest, he saw everything with his own eyes. the fire, the charms, the native doctor, and his own wife planning evil against his daughter. Mr. Atebo's heart broke instantly. The woman he trusted had been hiding a terrible secret. The next morning, he called the village elders. At first, Mama Rose denied everything. But when traditional items and charms were discovered hidden inside her room, she became speechless. One of the elders shook his head sadly and said, "Jealousy can destroy a human soul." Mama Rose and the native doctor were handed over to the authorities. And finally, peace returned to the house. Months later, Ufedo-Ojo graduated as the best student in her school. During her graduation speech, she stood confidently before the crowd and said, "Sometimes the people who smile with us are secretly fighting against us. But truth always comes to light. Never use evil against another person because every action has consequences." The crowd clapped loudly. Then she continued. Jealousy and wickedness always destroy the person carrying them. Parents, please listen carefully to your children. Not everyone who acts kind truly means well. Truth may hide for a while, but one day, it will surely come out. And good character and patience can overcome evil. The entire crowd stood up clapping. As Ufedo-Ojo stepped down from the stage with her beautiful graduation gown and radiant smile, she walked straight into her father's arms. Mr. Atebo cried quietly. He had almost ignored his daughter's pain. From that day forward, he became closer to Ufedo-Ojo and promised never to fail her again. And Ufedo-Ojo. She grew into a wise, strong, and successful young woman whose story became a lesson for many generations in Ike village. As for Rose, that is a story for another day. Thanks for watching. Please share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more stories.